Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. We are counting down to a special moment in India's gigantic space history. Between November 12th and November 16th, Skyroot will launch India's first private space flight from Sriharikota, and the mission has been named Prarambh, which means the beginning. The space flight will carry 3 customer payloads and will be a single-stage suborbital launch vehicle called Vikram S, named after Indian space legend Vikram Sarabhai. Today, we host a special 1-hour telecast to analyze this special moment, which will mean India entering a new era in private space sector. Professor Siddhartha, scientist, joins us on the show as well. So, very good evening to you. Appreciate you being here and always nice to see you. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Well, this is a big achievement. This is definitely something that we have been anticipating for a very long time. And, there's a lot of effort gone into it, a lot of money gone into it, a lot of governmental time that has been spent into it. These private entities, these startups are being handheld by ISRO, to get to this particular time. But the bigger concern, or rather the bigger picture at this point in time, would be that this would definitely serve as some sort of a precedent, as some sort of a template for more startups to be encouraged and motivated and catalyzed, into getting this system going, and also decreasing any kind of, underconfidence or doubts they might have about our capabilities or their capabilities, in fact.
That's so correct, Avinichi. See, the work process is very significant, because when the process is going to be correct, most of the things fall in place. It is process that is responsible for building institutions. It is process that is responsible for creating a complete ecosystem, because we are talking about ecosystem, weaving of a lot of institutions, a lot of work, and a lot of actions, a lot of technologies. That can happen only with a process. A process that allows a KRA to be followed, a key responsibility area to be followed. A process that goes on in a graded manner. A process that talks about a hierarchy. And what has happened what is happening is that with the Skyroot, a lot of process is coming into place. A process of how exactly a green fuel can be constructed. A process of how a private entity in a space that is going to be given by the government, by ISRO, that can go on to be utilizing it. A process of innovation as well in this case. So the whole thing has been sought after and has been well thought of in a very procedural manner, and that is building an institution. Unless you build an institution, there is no way that with all the type of advantages that you're going to be having in the space sector, you can go on to rule the world. And you will be able to rule the world by now. You can send a good number of biotic farms in the space. You can you can revolutionize the entire of education in this manner. You can revolutionize the tourism sector. Of course, that is something that is always going to be talked about. So this process is very significant. A process of institutionalization that has started, which has not been in this form in a lot of other sectors of the economy, and that is what makes it unique and extraordinary.
So you mentioned the word economy. Is that going to be a criteria in terms of determining, how and what kind of an impetus is provided to these startups, and what more can be done from a governmental point of view in making sure that, there are more takers for this kind of an opportunity?
I see it from 2 different ways and angles. One of them is that with India's soft power reach, it is going to be weaved with MEA, so that Indian economy doesn't come into play as much as it is going to be international economy. That's one. We are moving in international arena in a very institutionalized manner, and India's space sector is going to be weaved into it. It's like a problem of Mozambique can be solved, a problem of Chad can be solved. If it is that we want to have afforestation in the entire of the Sahel region, that can be solved through India, and that is going to be one component. Second is ideas don't bank on economy all in all. Of course, in this case, to a large extent, we have been able to provide ecosystem by way of which they have been able to raise funds. But Indian entrepreneurs always go on to look for what we say as they look for an impetus, that is, someone has aided it, and then they come into play, and then come in play in hordes of it. So economy, as far as the individual economy is concerned, the private sector economy is concerned, this will be coming not only to the rescue, but to propel it faster, further and higher as well, because they have shown it. It is only a matter of how is it that you are able to show it that things going to fall in place. So economy is not going to be a major concern as I see it. Idea will be a major concern. Innovation will be a major concern in this case. And the process, because a lot of things in India are not exactly processed in a manner by way of which you institutionalize a lot of things. This is something that is not done in university or colleges with a proper KRA and ecosystem establishment as well in this case. That's why economy is not going to be a major factor in the country. Of course, international economy will be largely because we are going to cater to that, and that is going to be a bigger market. A national economy is always going to be with you.
Absolutely. So great points over there. With this, well, since 2012, sir, there have been about 100 active space startups, but they've been jostling for some sort of a recognition from the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, which acts as a go-between the ISRO and these startups. Now, a few of them have faced a lot of challenges when it comes to getting the approval. Is that another area where perhaps more impetus and focus needs to be displayed?
Yeah, see, in earlier days, there was no, as Professor Siddhartha put forward, there is a process that is to be laid out. So there was no process for ISRO to help, private. This is not a technology that you hand over to anybody and everybody who comes to you. You want to use their facilities. These are like, highly mission critical facilities. So, we have to develop that structure, develop the process, the documentation, which is a mammoth documentation that we have come up, and then that has, once that was clarified, slowly there are a lot of MOUs being signed, and which has led us to the current situation where ISRO is helping us to launch our first private rocket and satellite.
Mr. Siddhartha, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Actually, I going to see it much beyond economy. See, one of them is that it is going to be a tool for extending India's soft power reach and dominating the whole of the world, like what the COVID vaccine did to India. So, with the help of COVID vaccine, India was able to reach to the nook and corner and all of those countries who were not in a position to afford a lot of things. It is going to add to the strategic heft of India to begin with, and that is going to be a huge advantage other than only economy and boosting the economy. The second part is that it is also going to be a tool of a foreign policy and to demonstrate Indianness, like we have talked about Vikram. We're going to have a variety of type of names in this case, flaunting through the whole of it, and the whole of the world will come to know what has been the contribution of India in this case. The third has been that is the space study of space. We have been studying space in a different manner from the eyes and through the eyes of NASA and other space agencies. We will start studying this from our own eyes in our own manner, and that will be very, very transparent. The moment we go beyond Mangalyaan and we go to outer space, things will start brightening up to a large extent, and that is something we have set in process, because both of these are going to be working in tandem. We don't have to depend on any of these type of agencies as well. The fifth will be essentially green fuel. India is going to be dominating the whole of the world in terms of liquid natural gas and liquid oxygen, both of them. And which is what exactly is this launch Skyroot is going to be all about. Then why is it that we can go to discount some of these like microspace applications, very, very small applications that ISRO would have missed, and a lot of other countries are going to be missing, largely because they have two vested interests. One of them is strategic and the second one is economic. Not too many people are able to think of it because they don't go to see and they don't experience the range of problems that Indians go on to face. Like what we are going to be doing with the agroclimatic zonation of India, we can manufacture seeds for the whole of the world in a similar manner.
Right, sir. Right, so just hold on to that thought. We have a caller. Vishwanathan is calling us. All right, we've lost that caller. In fact, Mr. Siddhartha, sir, finish your point and then we'll go to Dr. Jha.
Yes, yes. So we are going to be talking about that is microspace applications, and then propelling Africa's growth. Our future is going to be with respect to Africa because for lithium, for rare earth elements, we are going to be dependent on that, and a space application will going to help us develop economies like, let's say, Ethiopia, Somalia, where a lot of war has been going on. We can go to help them spruce up the economy of these regions. And lastly, this application, this aspect is going to be helping us to bring in agglomeration economies and scale economies. Agglomeration means agglomeration of a lot of ecosystems into one fold, and a scale, that means scaling up is going to become easy because we have set in a process, and the process will keep on going. Whatever happens, we'll be able to bear a good number of accidents also in this case.
All right, this is definitely a game changer that required a lot of hard work, required a lot of vision, required a lot of dedication as well.